what will be required for AFCON 2027 in Kampala. Remember, we are supposed to have 2 groups in Uganda for AFCON 2027. So the Hoima Stadium will then come with 4 training facilities in the areas of Hoima and Masindi.
To cover the second group.
If it's going to be a Kibwa, then it has to be, again, the stadium in Lira, in addition to the 4 training facilities in Lira. So when we do CHAN successfully in January, February, March, it means by 2025, the first 3 months, Uganda would be 50% ready in terms of infrastructure.
For AFCON.
For AFCON 2027. But would be 100% ready for CHAN. So that is the design. Now, what are the findings? Of course, they will give us a report, but we have been sharing, is that Mandela National Stadium requires minor modifications. And when these minor modifications are done, we would be ready to host CHAN in that stadium. And according to the exchange, the inspectors were impressed with the work that has been done, considering that Mandela, like I've always said here, is an old infrastructure, so there are certain things that were not done, that could not be changed. But the way it is, it can pass for CHAN by making a few modifications. But there will be some modifications again for AFCON 2027, but within range. They're not extraordinary changes. Now, the 4 training facilities, already the training facility in Mandela National Stadium, the outside pitch, is ready where it is. It's only lacking the lights. Because for a training facility, what CAF requires is that you must have a pitch, a good pitch, grass pitch. Then you must have the lights. Then you must have internal and external perimeter. But of course, being inside the stadium, there's already the external perimeter is there. So the internal perimeter is what would be done. There is Nachivuo, which has come up. Don't forget that there is Logogo, which is also under construction. Don't forget that there's Chitende, the private infrastructure.
Actually, the president of Vipers said that the target is to expand the other side as well. The sides, it's going to be different.
So when you look at all of this infrastructure, there's one beautiful thing I'm happy about, is that everybody is talking about Nachivubo can do a night game, Kadiba will eventually be doing a night game, even Chambogo will be doing a night game, because there are lights that are following all this. Chitende has been put to do night games, Nambole itself to do night games. So it's like a new dawn that is coming. And of course, Hoima itself will also do night games, and Masindi will also do night games.
And
Akibwa will eventually do also night games. So it's like a new dawn. And Peche, if it's also a training facility,
Njeru, you know, when you are developing Njeru,
no, we are developing.
It will include lights as well.
We are developing in Njeru. As I speak, we have ordered the artificial turf for Njeru. So the old artificial turf in Njeru is going to be eventually replaced. You get what I'm saying?
That is the stands in Lugogo now, how they look.
How they look like. I'm sure it will look much better if everything is eventually done. So the point I'm trying to raise here is that we have done for international, but this infrastructure will be very useful. And don't forget that there is money which has been released for Masaka Recreation Ground.
Masaka, yeah.
Almost up to 9 billion. There is also a 1.5 billion that has been released for the artificial turf of Kacheka Stadium in Mbarara. And this program is supposed to be continuing to other parts of the country. It's a rolling program from one area to another. And this is at the league level. Call it the national level if you want. But football, if you look at the technical master plan which we talked about, it is not about these international stadiums or national stadiums. Remember, by this time, players, when they reach this level, they must have come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And that is the mass. The external perimeter is done. The changing rooms have been done. Because that's where the Rugby Africa Cup of Nations has been taking place.
Yeah.
And then also the lights, which have been ordered. So you'd say out of the training facilities, the 4, 1 has been done. The other target of the second training facility is Chambogo. And when you look at Chambogo, work has begun. And the funds, government has already released 3.7 billion to ensure that there is work done to start. Then the third area is Kadiba. Now Kadiba is an ongoing construction, as we all know. The objective is to make it even an international stadium that can host the smaller versions of the underage, but also of course league competitions. And where Kadiba is now double funded. It's getting funding from government and funding from FIFA. And we have highlighted which areas FIFA is funding and of course which areas government is funding. And when you look at the areas government is funding, will still be the pitch, the lights, the internal and external perimeter, including the changing rooms. Now at Kadiba, the external perimeter has been done. The changing rooms have also been done. It is only the internal perimeter, the lights have been ordered, and the pitch work has begun to ensure that there is a proper green pitch. Now that does not stop the FIFA funded project which has been hoarded off, of another perimeter, of another building which is being constructed, which will include other dressing rooms and of course sitting area. So we have categorized out so that FIFA will continue with the project, and that is also going on, but it's being funded and it's not required for CHAN. Then it is only yesterday that we learned that we need the fourth training facility. Our plan had been on the 3, but CAF told us that, look, you can have 2 teams on each field, but we need a spare one in event of events, and 2, we also need one where the referees will train from. So that has brought a new challenge now that we have to look at, and that is Makerere University coming back, because they need a place where they are, and what they are looking for in that training facility is the pitch,